another time amazing. So we are so happy. We controlled their counter-attack, so we are so good.
Did you do enough to win the game?
We did enough to win the game, you know. I think depends on your perspective. I know that lots of theories around it. For me, the result was made with a big penalty not given. That would be a 2-2 with 20 minutes to go. I feel sorry for Michael Oliver because he did a very good job, but unfortunately he made a mistake that is very important for the result of the match.
It's not penalty. So last season always it was the same again. We won for the penalties. This year again, so we won because we play better.
Kevin, you must feel like you've taken a giant step towards winning the title.
Well, I don't feel like that, but obviously I prefer to be 11 points ahead than behind. I think the nice thing is that we won the game. It's a big game. It's a derby. It's the first against the second.
Is that it? The title's gone now?
They're a very good team. They are protected by the luck, the gods of football. They are always behind them. Probably yes.
Impossible. So of course we have 11 points. We are so happy for that, plus the goal difference. So it's 12 points difference. So, but it's not yet.
Mourinho saying probably yes, the title race is over. Pep Guardiola and Kevin De Bruyne being a little bit more circumspect.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it was a game.
Over.
I think it was a game that United had to win today. To have a realistic chance, I think, of winning the title. But I thought there was a gulf in class today. I thought the way they kept hold of the ball, the way they closed Man United down, Manchester City when they lost the ball, which Danny's going to look at in a minute. And I felt as if United played with a fear. It might have looked an attacking team with the players he had in it, but it was no way attacking, particularly first half. The number of times they resorted to long ball and no one within 30 or 40 yards of Lukaku. I thought there was a gulf in class.
I agree completely. There were streets ahead. Confidence, creativity, class. They were just a better team. And let's not talk about penalties. Let's talk about why they were the better team, because we know they're very good with the ball. But watch what they do when they haven't got the ball. The work ethic is tremendous. And you're talking about players who are generally classed as creative players who don't have this type of work ethic. I remember listening to the lads at Barcelona talk about the difference when Pep took over. And he made them work harder without the ball. And this is in every game, not just today. They always win the ball back after they've lost. You're at your most vulnerable when you lose, when you're attacking. And what they do, for 3 or 4 seconds, they all surround the ball. And even a team of United's quality couldn't play through them. And it was terrific to see the likes of David Silva, Sane working so hard, De Bruyne. You watch here, lose the ball, De Bruyne doesn't switch off. Sane sprinting back, Walker's high up, Fernandinho's nipping in, who was brilliant again today. I mean, to a lesser level, when I was at Liverpool, Gerard Houllier, we used to have a thing straight from the kick-off. As soon as we'd scored a goal, just after half-time when you come out, win the ball back 5 seconds. These City players do it all the time, and that's because of Pep Guardiola. I mean, this is later in the game, trying to kill the game off. Watch. Press. Sane running back. Fernandinho nipping in again. It's the best way to defend.
By the way, which you mentioned with United, is that a fear of the opposition? Or is that a fear of not obeying your manager's instructions? Where does the fear come from?
That's a fear of being walloped.
Right, okay.
It is. It really is, because I think that they know if they went out and tried to take City on in a football match, City would pass through them on numerous occasions, and I think score more than they would have today. And I think the way that Mourinho played today, particularly first half, was that he felt he had to play that way because he couldn't open up against that City side.
One final question on sort of the contrast between, I suppose, Guardiola and Mourinho here, which when we were watching The Office, I asked you, you can see various individuals who have improved under the coaching of Guardiola. Can you see the same at United? Can you see individuals who have benefited from working with Mourinho?
Not really. I mean, there's a lot of good players there who get better by playing games, but I think you're spot on. There's a lot of Manchester City players who he works with individually.